Not all developers put a great deal of thought into their titles, but Monolith has with their Xeno series. It's really quite interesting how descriptive and appropriate their brief titles are describing what the game is. Be aware, there may be minor and major spoilers ahead. The first thing we must know is what Xeno means, because it is a root word. Xeno originates from Greek to describe the concept of an outsider or stranger, whether an invader, outlier, emissary, or someone's guest. It acts as a general concept of those who are not us and are not familiar to us, or is otherwise outside of our subjective norm. This is why someone who hates or fears a group of people is called a xenophobe, and someone who excitedly embraces new groups and individuals is considered a xenophile. It should be clear now, these games are going to be deep and touch on mature subject matter, likely the polarization between different groups of people. This is possibly no more pronounced in Xenogears, which covers the polarized dynamics of different social classes, races, human purity, and on various issues of personal choice and ideals, as well as psychological manipulation. Xeno is also appropriate considering the protagonist has a dissociative personality that is literally alien to him. Gears describes the mechs the characters can use, and Xenogears also happens to be a powerful story-relevant gear. And yes, the singular gear's name is plural. Xenosaga also covers many of the same issues such as debates on the minimum level of humanity, philosophy and religion, and the aspiration of man for godhood and dominion over all of creation. Saga literally means a story or tale, so it could be interpreted as a tale of different groups of people, or a foreign tale in regards to the player entering the story set in a distant future where humanity has colonized countless planets. Xenoblade will require some major spoilers, so if you haven't played it by now and don't want to be spoiled, what is wrong with you? Fine, jump ahead. Considering Xeno generally refers to people, the case of what a Monado is applies. Late game it is revealed a Monado is an extension of an individual, quite literally a sword that is part of a person. These persons are very polarized against each other, in an us versus them scenario. A driving force of the plot is revenge against the other major tribe. There's even some division between the Homs and the High Entia. And remember the small subplot of Theora worrying she was too different and couldn't offer Shulk what he wanted? The antagonist was playing all sides against each other because he was insane and full of arrogant hatred. Man seeking godhood was again another major plot point, and it was divisive for the man who destroyed the universe and became a god. Xenoblade Cross, being unreleased, may have far more going for it on these same topics of the study of differences and ambitions of people. However, it is still easy to see several dynamics from the basic concept. Two alien races destroy Earth because they hate each other, and don't have compassion for the native life forms caught in the crossfire. Or maybe they also hate humans. Then humanity must colonize a planet already full of life. Will they come in dominating the native life forms? Will they be hated and have to earn favor of closed-minded natives? Will they consume like a plague, or find equilibrium with their new home planet? Will humanity turn on itself? I hope humanity will turn on itself. And Blade might just be the organization composed of humans and potentially some native species, all people. The concept of Xeno is possibly one of the most interesting concepts considering the simple fact it could apply between any two people. The gap between my thoughts and your perception of my thoughts based on the words I use. The terrifying realization that no matter how carefully we say something, there will always be the tiniest bit of our message lost. And no matter how intimate a relationship gets, there will always be a chasm, a piece of that person that is completely alien to us. Well, that was certainly an interesting few hours of research, and I'm even more hyped for Xenoblade Cross, to see how much more there is to it.